And now we know how many people it takes to do the obituary for me. So, Mabel and I had this little factoid type of joke. It's that we introduced ourselves to each other, and nothing happened. Then, this friend of mine introduced me to her a year later, and then everything clicked. Our other little private joke is that she did an very advanced course in radiography and passed. It's one of those exams that most people never pass. You know, you take it and you never pass. But she happened to pass. And then she followed that up by studying to become a teacher of radiography. So it's like you did this eye course and then you come down and you do the other one. But her passion, her real passion, as far as radiography was concerned, is that of educating her fellow radiographers. And radiographers is another word for X-ray tech, but just to make it clear. So she did that in Jamaica, and she did that in Florida, and she arranged many seminars and many lectures. I happen to suffer the brunt of some of it because when someone doesn't turn up, you hear, Glaister, can you make up a course for this subject? But the church was another dimension of Mabel's life. She was a member of a lot of groups. And then 20 years ago, she decided she was going to become a verger, because a verger who was here was moving on to become a priest. So there was this member of our congregation, Graham Ernest Jones, and he said to me, does Mabel realize how much work it takes to be a verger? I mean, she has so many things doing already. But we all would confirm at this point that Mabel answered that calling with excellence. So added to being a verger, Mabel was an active member and many times leader of the following groups: the Episcopal Church Woman, the Hospitality Committee, she loved that one, organizing parties and whatnot. She was the administrator of the church. She was a senior warden many times, co-leader of a group called the Shepherd's Group. She organized and ran a lot of garage sales. That was one of her little special things. And she also did EFM, which means Education for Ministry. And that's like a 4-year course to help you to define your ministry and what you want to do for the church. We may well ask, who was Mabel? Well, Mabel was someone you could call on at any hour of the day or of the night, and people did. It didn't matter if it was a serious thing that you wanted to talk about or something trivial. She would answer at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and the person is assured that they're going to get the right answer. She'll never say, I'll call you back, or go ask such and such. If she doesn't know the answer, she'll get the answer and then call you back. Well, another aspect of who is Mabel, she had the honesty of Evie Bunker. The other difference was that Mabel was not naive. She, she could be a comedian. In many ways, she was a comedian, always giving jokes. And she had the ability to correct someone by doing the wrong thing without that person feeling intimidated. She always had what I refer to as a magnetic smile. It's always that welcoming smile when you see Mabel. So what did she do for relaxation? She read a lot. She was a phenomenal speed reader. She could have a big book like that and finish it in a day. I couldn't do that. She loved black and white sitcoms. So things like Archie Bunker was one of her real favorites. She could watch that over and over and never get tired of it. But she also loved the mystery TV shows, trying to figure out who killed who. And she had a love for traveling to places. But whenever she traveled, she liked to play the penny slot machines. And you could see her always there for hours at it. But she never lost. She always figured out how much she had, and how much came out, and not putting it back in. She loved making people happy, and she loved designing, doing parties. She had a tremendous mental capacity. You wouldn't believe this, but it doesn't really happen recently, but times back, she would tell the cashier that you have the wrong total on your cash machine. Because she has added up all the prices of her items in her head, and she knows it's the wrong answer. And when you recheck, maybe it's correct. Mabel was a fighter, a strong fighter. She would often say, I am going where angels fail to tread. And I thought, oh well, you must be a fool. But she was no fool. What she meant was, something is wrong, and I'm going to do something about it. And in most cases, she corrected that wrong. Mabel believed in gender equality. She was not a feminist, but gender equality was something she believed in. To the extent that Mabel changed denominations of church. So she became an Anglican because the church she was going to did not have gender equality. And then, of course, the Episcopal Church. So that's how she became a member of the Episcopal Church. So Mabel had a few secrets. She had more than one husband. There was me, and there was her church husband. I don't really know if there are any other husbands, but those two I knew. Another secret is that she made a deep connection with the people she met. So people like salespeople, cashiers, office staff. She had this deep connection with them. Mabel walked the walk of someone who shed the light of Christ in the world. So Mabel was a non-smoker who developed lung cancer. The doctors told her that her specific type of cancer was only found 4 years before she had that diagnosis. And she received chemo, immunotherapy, all that kind of good stuff. And she also received experimental medication or chemo at the Moffitt Cancer Center. But the cancer eventually prevailed. So if Mabel could, she would say, I am at peace now. So Mabel, God be with you. Thank you.
Okay, that's so sweet.